So, Sheffield Wednesday have got players in, they've got shirts out, and there's a lot of work going on at the training ground. Hello and welcome to this video. You could like, share and subscribe to the channel. I much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel, and it's completely free. We are 20 away from 4K. We are getting ever so close to it. I cannot believe how close we are to getting this done. I'm really impressed by it. So, Sheffield Wednesday have got a situation where we are looking at getting the training ground redone. Also, before we go into it, I just realised something. The live stream that I normally do on a Friday is tomorrow night at 7 PM. Normal time, different day. I've just got to do that because I've got my little boy and I'm not 100% sure how good he'll be on Friday night for me. So, we're moving the date around for it today. So, let's get back into this then. Sheffield Wednesday have undergone a training ground refresh for this summer. And you know what? Danny's loving what he's seeing at the minute. They've got freshly laid out pitch, and it looks really well. New players have been able to have all the photographs and stuff done inside the dome, which is fantastic. It's what's been needed. And Danny have spoken how the speed of the new sign has been made, so it's been seen in the right direction. But it's not just personnel that the Germans seek to improve. He said the progress has been in that regard, that they also plan to build a new gym. So we are getting a new gym for the players. That is an absolute godsend because it's been a while, and it sounds like we are getting things put in place properly done. Danny went on to say to the start, we have a refreshed all facilities at training ground. The dome is ready to go. We're also planning a new gym. Hopefully we can build that as soon as possible. Sometimes it takes a bit of time, all the governmental stuff, but hopefully we get the support and the small things we are doing. The pictures look fantastic. I feel that in the morning when I see players running on them, it's good to be back. And as I've before, it's not about doing everything in one summer, but I want to see progress. And I think we start, sorry, not progress, process. And I think we started that process last season. That is about making the next step. There are plenty of steps to take, of course, but positivity around Wednesday grow with every passing day. With more exciting signing to come, as well as hoping new contract or two, things won't be dampening anytime soon. So it's interesting to see that the Star has said 2 contracts. Well, we know there's only 2 players who are left to sign contracts, and that's Iorfa and Bernard. We got the shirts out early. We got players in early. We are one of the busiest people going at the minute in terms of signings. And here's the thing for me. If this is the case, that this is the busiest we've been in signing for a while, then let's go for it. Let's just see what we can do. 6 signings in already. Ours in the Park was incredible. The community event that showed what the club is all about. It's all about community, families, having a good time. Danny signing a 3-year contract. Ola Kuboki signing a 4-year deal. Jamal Lowe in the building. We're building something here. Danny got something going. And I'm really impressed. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what this Wednesday team can do on the pitch, because I'm deadly excited for it. And the fact that things are happening at the training ground, something that all of fans have called for years and said the training ground needs a complete refresh, revamp, because it's just not good enough. It's been stuck in the late 80s, early 90s for so long. It's had little pieces done to it when Chansiri originally came in 2015. But apart from that, it's not had much after that. He came in and did a refresh then. But that was 10 years ago. And now we're seeing change again. And it's really good. It's exciting. It's exciting to be a Wednesday fan at the minute. I don't want to go to ahead of ourselves because we haven't kicked the ball in anger yet. But everything is looking right in terms of what we're trying to do. And the more we do this, the better it's going to be for Wednesday. The better it's going to be for Danny and the staff. The better it is going to be on the terraces. The better the momentum is. We have to remember, though, Danny, first full season in charge will be next season. He came in halfway through last year. So give him a bit of breathing space because it's going to have a lot of players to gel. And they're going to gel quickly in the next 6 weeks in pre-season. And then you've got saying once we've got August out the way, we've got another break in September as well. So it's really interesting watching Danny build what he's trying to build. And it's getting closer and closer to being something you could be proud of. Like, this is a team we've always been proud of. And a club we've been proud of. But it's like the last couple of seasons where we got relegated, it's like we had to go back and rebuild, and it felt like it was going to be such a long journey. We got the right person in charge now to rebuild the team. It looks like Kevin Beadle and Danny are doing excellent work. We seem to be doing all right with getting the contract done. Out of the contract we've offered to people, we've lost Volks and Dawson. Don't know what's going on with Iorfa or Deshaun yet. Josh has signed, Windass has signed, Barry's signed. You've got all the players that are in now, and it's just looking really good. I do think in the next couple of bits, we do need to get some defenders in and possibly midfielders. But midfielders, I have a sneaky suspicion that might be a couple of Prem loans. I'm not in the know or anything like that. My theory is that position could be Premiership loans. And we still don't know what's going on with Paveda either. So there's a lot of things that are exciting at the minute. There's a lot of things to happen. But the fact that the training ground is getting a complete refresh and brought into a modern way of thinking is fantastic. Because those pictures, if you'd ever been on them, were like concrete. And he's obviously changed something in the pitch. Hopefully it stops us from getting as many injuries. Maybe this is something that's going to help. The dome going up. You've seen how many of the announcements have been in the dome. And we used to use that all the time for announcements. Like, all the time. And now we've got somewhere where we can just do the announcements. They can do training when it's bad. Because the amount of times we had over the last 2 years where they've gone and trained on the pitch. And then that's been bad for us when it comes to game. Because the ball is just getting caught in cut up grass. And especially if we're going to play it along the ground, you don't want that. You want it so everything moves really smoothly and nice. So let's see what happens next. But the fact that the training ground is getting refreshed and we've got permission in for a new gym is really exciting. And it just shows you that things are going in the right direction. I have seen people go, has something changed behind the scenes? Maybe, in terms of what's going on, but it's a start. So Danny's excited for what's going to happen. 6 players in so far. Work at the training ground is going on. He said he doesn't want it to be all done overnight, but as long as the progression, he's not bothered, and the process of it getting sorted, and that means the world, because it means promises are being kept.